I'm really not good at English very well, but still I want to ask you something. Do you
Well, as
really?
someone who don't know English, you got better manners than the American people, sir. So
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah,
Go
maybe,
ahead.
maybe. Man, do you really worship the devil?
Well, yes, a form of the devil taught in a
How
pagan way.
long?
How long? Like 15
Yeah,
years, sir. Like 15
15
years.
years, man. Nice one. Did did he help you?
What'd you say?
Did he help you on some
Help
occasions?
me?
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, tutored me and everything.
But you know how Christians said sometimes God talked to them or God the answer, yeah, but or the devil are the answer or
I
something like
don't
that.
talk to him like that. No. We don't do that, sir. We use rituals and incantations actually is what we do.
But you feel him, the devil, the
I
Satan.
don't know. Feeling energy is something applicable. We don't feel like people feel Jesus.
But what's the energy? Is the good energy or the bad
Energy
energy?
is hermeticism. It's hermetical mentalism. The as
Fuck.
above, so below aphorism applied to these omens, things of that nature. Thank you,
Okay,
Vitalik.
okay, okay.
Okay,
I'm
sir.
gonna.
Well, listen. Thank you for sharing. As you see, the guy with broken English got some better manners. Okay, so the mics are open. I will let's see real quick. Let's try this one. Bring Luke up. Anyone could request it. Let's just tap our screen. Hello.
Yo, what's good?
What's up?
Question. So the inverted pentagram, right? Is it pointing downwards because it's representing like matter over spirit, or what exactly is that going on right there? The cold.
Well, that's a symbol of Satan, and you could read more about that in Transcendental Magic, which is a book from
Okay.
1854, and you could read The Occult Philosophy of Agrippa as well for more explanation on that.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering because I always see the regular one, but the inverted one I see rarely.
Yeah, that's a symbol of Satan. It's demonic, and that's a good thing. And Christians have turned those words into bad things, but Christians call everything bad. So that's my point here: is we need to get back to the purity of the matter. That words aren't the word for demon never was just a bad thing. Some people even know this. The word daimon has been demonized. It used to just be applied to any god or spirit, good or evil. The Christians started using it exclusively evil in the New Testament, and for this reason confused many people as the New Testament would gain popularity and hence dupe the masses by the Pope's hand of totalitarianistic behaviors. Some people defending the Bible don't realize that they're just defending basically the Catholic Church. The Catholic fucking Church decided the books of the Bible were chosen in the late 300s AD at something called the Council of Hippo and the Council of Carthage. Some people say the Council of Nicaea is where this took place. That's a historical error. It's actually the Council of Carthage. As a Satanist, we're aware, therefore, that there's many other books they didn't include in the Christians' Bibles. All of these, namely, books of Joseph the Carpenter, the cuck husband of Mary, and even other things like the Book of Thomas. Christians have carefully selected their applied scriptures and expect us to just fucking ignore all that evidence, apparently. As Satanists, we like to be aware historically. Thank you. Hello.
Hello. So my English isn't my first language. You gotta just
No problem,
make
sir.
sure you
Go ahead.
make me understand.
Respect, sir. Go ahead.
But you don't believe in the Bible, so I am not going to
Right.
ask you something from the Bible or what the Bible said because you anyway.
Right.
But what do you believe in? Basically, just say to me the basic what you believe in.
Well, freeing your mind, free thinking, deifying yourself, becoming your own God, obtaining nature's occulted knowledge, things of this nature, sir. Thank you, lady.
So there is no God?
Well, I'm a pantheist, sir, which means that we look to nature as God. And that's a very idolatrous concept to the Abrahamic religions, but we're going to do it anyway. And so God is amongst us in spirit, and this is Satan, this is demons, this is God, so to speak. We have a much more pagan view.
So, but do you believe there is Satan, the same Satan that's mentioned in the Bible and the
No, we
Jews?
don't, sir. No.
So how did you know?
You're a smart man, sir. See, even though English ain't his first, he's got a smart brain in there. We're seeing it. Those are good questions. So I'd say you need to go back to ancient Egypt, ancient Sumeria, ancient Persia to see these kind of devils. One example would be Ahriman in Persia. That was a Satan that pre-exists the Bible.
And what does this Satan do?
Wisdom, knowledge. You can obtain wisdom and knowledge and get what you want and be the person you want to be a lot faster than most
But
people would
you
suspect.
worship this Satan?
Yes.
But is Satan a bad person?
No. Satan, good person, sir. And I'm curious, sir, do you believe in a God?
Yeah, I'm Christian.
You're a Christian. Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of church do you go to?
Orthodox Church.
What kind of Orthodox? Eastern, Russian?
Eastern.
Eastern. Okay. And how many books are in the Bible? Do you know?
No.
Do you, okay, because I know there's different Bibles. And so that's another problem is there's not just one Bible, there's many contradicting Bibles. So Satanists don't use the Bible like that. I only debate the contradictions and problems of it.
No, but let's not talk about the Bible. I am here to know how you can believe
Sir,
in Satan.
Open that Bible up, sir. Get that Bible open. I'm fucking with you, sir. Go ahead.
So I just want to know how you can believe in Satan. So you mean you believe in the Satan that were mentioned in Egypt?
Yes.
They worshipped Satan. Didn't they worship
Yes,
the
Amen.
god of sun?
Amen. The Baphomet.
But there was many gods. Why did you choose Satan?
Well, there's Lucifer is the light bearer, but is Satan and is in our pantheon. Just like the Egyptians, they have Thoth, which was their Lucifer. And so they have Amet, which is Baphomet, which is Satan. They have Set, which was Satan. And even Osiris is seen as Satan. There's many Satans in these figures. And what I would say is they didn't have any Jesuses in the way Christians teach, but they did have dying and rising God concepts. So I say the Christians stole many of the stories that we see. Okay.
But
Were you raised Christian, sir?
Yeah, but I had a following question. So
Okay.
Moses,
Pushing that Bible on them.
Moses were in Egypt when they used to worship the Satan. So who was leading Moses? He didn't believe in the
sir,
God
we
of
don't
sun.
have we
He
don't
had
we
the
don't look
God.
at history. I don't look at history that way. That Genesis, the earliest copies of Genesis you have,
You
sir.
just choose what to believe to, or
No, sir. The earliest copies of Genesis that you have are from 300 BC. We have Egyptian and Mesopotamian tablets and hieroglyphics thousands of years before Genesis was even written. So Moses is not is not relevant in those cultures at that point. I would say he was another fictitious invention.
yeah, but Moses came to correct these people.
What, in the myth?
No, God came to him and he talked to him and
Sir.
What?
I believe that that's a myth.
Why don't you believe that God of Sun or Satan is a myth?
Well, in a sense we do, but we understand that that was initially an astro-theology. Okay? These are not historical figures we're referencing, so these are embodiments of nature's mysticality. And so we view this a lot different. So as you see, the gentleman, even though, like you see, he has the accent, he's apologizing for his English, that behind that broken English is a very smart man, because unlike many, did you notice he was able to pick up on, do worship the Christian Satan from the Bible? See how he could differentiate the different theologies? That's more advanced than the average American people we bring on here. They're like, no, it's all just the same thing, man. Satan's the same everywhere. Jesus is the same everywhere. No, it's not. There's different misusages of these words. Hello. Are you there? Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I just wanted to ask you to comment on that giant Bible that's in the museum, that has a certain picture in the middle of it, and why is that picture there?
Are you talking about the Devil's Bible?
That's right, I sure am.
Codex Gigas.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's said to be written by a monk who was possessed, they claim, which I don't see any reason to accept that. I just think that was a story they tacked onto it to sell it. There's not too much we know about Codex Gigas. I'm not against it. It's more of a medieval kind of period idea of Satan, which was tainted a lot by Christian intermingling. So that's my opinion on it. There's not much to say. We've all seen the History Channel, Devil's Bible documentaries back in the day. Those are very good. Hello.
How's it going, man?
Pretty good, man. What's up?
I got a question for you. So I remember you saying about how you believe time to be cyclic in nature. I wanted to understand what you meant by that.
Well, astrologically and seasonally, every year we experience pretty much the same cycle. Over time, things may morph and diverge into, different specifications, but nonetheless, metamorphically remains a cycle of some sort, best we could tell. And so that was my opinion on that.
Okay, yeah, I heard a scientific hypothesis that actually made me think about that, what you said, that when the Big Bang happened, like, it'll expand far enough, right, until it runs out of energy, and then it'll rubber band back and go back into the, the little
into
ball.
an infinite thing or something. Yeah. But that would make sense to me. That kind of Big Bang would make more sense. Yeah. Usually the Big Bang is taught in a Christian way, which is why some Christians even believe it. But that kind of way would make more sense. Yeah.
Right. And then if it gets compressed into that same ball in the same way, and the Big Bang happens in the exact same way, everything will play out the same every single time.
Yeah.
Which means
and that might explain deja vu and shit. Yeah. That would that's a good theory. So thank you for sharing, sir. See, that's a good theory with a good hypothesis. We're doing science now, esoteric science. So that's the difference in Satanism. We like science, which is not to say, yeah, this is 100% the case and this and that and that. We know the self-correcting system of how science works. So this is how we must handle it. When it comes to people's personal beliefs, they kind of throw science out the window and just start making shit up and getting emotional. So me and the gentleman were just examining some scientific data to show that perhaps nature never was created and it just always existed. And this is why paganism makes more sense, worshiping nature, to tap into our highest self. So I'm glad everyone could join. Thank you for sharing, sir. We'll just tap the screen to 50K. I'm going to stay a little longer. If we could just throw a few more bears in there, get that to 150. Anyone could throw a few. It's just a 10-pointer. Any new mics may request. We're kind of looking for new microphones right now. I went over some teachings in Satanism there, and I went over some teachings in the Bible. And anytime they try to swing past on us, thank you, lady, thank you very much. Anytime people try to swing past on us, go to church, read your Bible, eat your carrots, do what we tell you. Don't ever let them slide past without opening that bitch up and showing those fucked up stories in the entire Old Testament. And when they tell you that's the Old Testament, tell them absolutely. Now let's see what God did. God killed babies. God creates evil. God lies in the Old Testament. And this is the God you worship. Because at that point, to say that's the Old Testament doesn't make any point, really. God, there's a lot of massacres, a lot of shit you've done, a lot of fucked up stuff. Do you have anything to say about that, God? Yeah, that was a long time ago. Okay, arrest this guy. Hey, what the fuck? God, you're under arrest. We just got him to snitch on himself. Come on, bitch. Fucking, like, don't tell me that's the Old Testament, like he gets away with it or something. That's what I think, though. That was a long time ago, so it's okay. All right, let's just slaughter another fucking massacre, and then we'll just say it was a long time ago later. No, these are totalitarian teachings. Gotta be careful with this shit. Hello.
Why are you doing blasphemy of the Holy Spirit?
Why not, sir?
Like, okay, so
why would I not?
Do you mind me asking a question?
Why, are you afraid to do it or something?
Yes, because I am scared.
I'm not. That's the difference.
You're not scared to go to hell?
I don't believe in hell, so why would I be, sir? And even in that case, I don't think cowering to it's a good idea.
Oh, well.
Okay, so there you go. That young man will never be the same now. His brain just got told what I told him. Never going to be the same now. This kind of mindset of, hey, God's threatening you with eternal fire. You going to agree with God? No. Damn. Guy ain't used to that. They're different in Satanism, sir. Now, like I said, these guys are afraid of that shit. What I would say, is the reason you're not afraid is because I've translated as a Christian the fucking doctrine of hell in 2009. I know the passages they use. It's bullshit. These people are like, hell, which passage, sir? The entire Old Testament says nothing of hell. The New Testament uses the word Hades and Tartarus, Greek words from myths. Tartarus was a valley that Zeus cast the Titans into, and Hades was a god of the underworld. These are the words they translate hell. King James, yes. What the fuck is this? I thought this was hell. This is Hades. Yes, that's hell. No, Hades is the fucking underworld from the Greeks, sir. It is? Yes. Where the fuck did you go to scholarship, sir? Wacky school? Yeah, same one as Ancient Aliens. Fuck. Well, to hell with them. All right. Not my problem. Now we can start to get an idea to see that hell isn't really what's taught. It's just a way to get tricked, I would argue. Muslims do it too. Believe in God or go to hell. Hello. It's called an ultimatum.
Question for you, my man. What do
Okay,
you
sir.
think about the Spinoza's gods? Which I used to be Catholic and stuff, but after doing my research, I'm with you. There's no hell. Hell is not real. I used to be Catholic and stuff, but I want to know about what you think about the Spinoza's God, which was the God that Einstein and Spinoza used to believe as the whole universe being God.
Yeah. I would say that's just another rendition of exactly what we're teaching. That, yes, that's under the paradigm of paganistic theology, sir. So as we see in each case that we're examining a god in a text, we need to ask which kind of form of theism it is. What he was just describing is a pantheistic god. That's good. That's basically a synonymous application that other cultures would agree. And for this reason, pagan cultures would worship each other's gods, just the opposite than the Christians teach. Christians say, no, only worship Jesus. Fuck your God. Pagans, not so. Pagans would go, oh, Mithra from Persia? That's just like Kronos, Saturn. Come on, we'll worship Mithra. So the Romans worship Mithra, and Mithra was born December 25th. That's right. Where does Christianity come? Rome. What is Jesus? So that's where they stole that from, by the way. It was fine. And so they did this with a lot of different gods. You were interchanged. Gods like Typhon, which was basically a water version of a devil. Thank you, Metallic, so much. If we could throw a few more bears in there, everybody. Appreciate it. Hello.
Me again. I heard you said that there's no hell. So what
Yes,
happened?
I have not seen proof of hell, sir. Do you have proof?
What happened after life?
Well, sir, I have some theories on what makes sense about that, like Eastern philosophies, but where is the proof of hell, I'm asking, if it's true?
No, I'm asking what happened. What do you believe happened if you die?
Reincarnation sounds better to me. It sounds more compelling. Now, what do you
So you
believe,
will
sir?
be born again.
Possibly.
Mm,
Ever have
Okay,
deja
what
vu?
if?
Have you ever had deja vu, sir?
Yeah, but that
Okay, so that
have
makes
to do
sense with me
with the dream.
scientifically.
That
Well,
have
sir,
to do with the dream. If you dream about something, then you get the deja
no,
vu.
some people have specified meticulous details of deja vu, of revisiting locations and even past life relationships that they can't account for, sir. I don't think it's dream when you're with a person physically. But what I would say is that, is this how you believe it to be the case?
The what?
Sir, I'm asking you, do you believe in hell?
Yes.
You do. Okay. Why?
Yeah. Because Jesus told us about it.
So the Bible is why.
Yes.
How do you know the Bible is God's word?
Because it's written by eyewitnesses.
Okay. And what about Zeus's myths that have eyewitnesses in the mythical stories that are in the story? Do you accept Zeus as real?
No. I only
Okay.
follow
So
the
you're
Bible.
using double standards. Okay, sir. I just wanted to make it clear. Now, sir, which Bible is the real Bible, since there's so many different ones?
What you mean? The New Old
Well,
Testament or the New Testament?
no, there's just different translations and different books, and some Bibles have more
It's
books than others.
translation.
Not just translation, but canonization. Some Bibles have additional books called the Apocrypha, sir, things of this nature. Which one's the true one?
I don't know exactly.
Okay, and let me ask you this. How did evil get into the world?
He was an angel that he got against God, and God.
He was an angel,
Yes, he was.
and he betrayed God.
Yes, but I
And
had
why
a
does God?
question.
And
You
does God
changed
have
the
angels?
subject.
Well, sir, I already addressed everything previously. We don't want it to get boring. We're not redundant
No,
here.
but
What
I
was your
wanted to
question?
know. You can reincarnate it, right? What if
I think it's compelling. Yeah.
what if you reincarnated to a pastor in the next life?
Well, I
You
don't
would
think it works
start to
that way because that's
no, but
a
you would
completely
start to
opposing
say
count of
believe
energy,
in
sir.
Jesus, and then in your next life.
Well, you could theorize that if you want to, but I'd say that the energy is vastly relevant to the life you lived previously, and I don't
So
see that happening now. So
if,
what I would
if
say,
the,
sir, is what makes more sense is what the gentleman a few mics ago said before you and agreed with me on, is that even in the Big Bang Theory, that there's a reoccurrence theory that science is updating itself on, like an iPhone 16. And the update is, sir, that it fits the cyclic aspect, which is similar to reincarnation. So that's a better example. I don't think coming back as a butterfly and a Christian is how it works, is what I'm saying.
but what? Okay, if there is reincarnating and there is nothing to punish me from what I am doing in my life, right? So what stopped me from being a bad person in my life?
Nothing is except the fucking law and the
Yeah,
local
but I
criminal
don't care.
act, sir,
I
and
don't
that
care
is up to each individual.
if
I
they
like to
kill
make
me.
good choices, let's say.
What make you do good choices if there is?
Me wanting to, and that's the beauty, is instead of being told do it or go to hell, I don't need to be told I'll go to hell. I just do it to do it, and that's what
Yeah,
makes
but
it actually
someone
good,
right
sir.
now can come and kill you because I don't believe there is hell, so I don't care if I kill you. Then the police
Not with
start
the
to kill
switch,
me.
sir, but you could, like I said, where I'm from, not with the switch, but like I said, sir, the point I'm telling you is that these things do not prove the existence of hell. Now, I have to ask you, sir, are you a Christian or a Muslim?
I am Christian. I
You're a
told you
Christian,
before.
and you said that, and you said evil was an angel. So and you said the angel left. So my question
Evil
is,
wasn't
does God have,
an
okay, well,
angel.
we never addressed this, does God have angels now?
He does.
And
Gabriel.
does he trust them? What if they leave?
What they
Can
can
they leave like Lucifer left? Is it possible?
they can.
They can. So why don't
Yeah,
God just get rid of them
you
if he
can
can't
also,
trust
you
the
have a brain,
motherfuckers?
so you can choose to believe in him or you can choose to betray him.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thanks for sharing. I just went to the gospel preaching at the end there. So as we see, according to Christian logic, angels is sour milk. It's a shitty idea. Hi, I'm God. I have a magic angel. Oops, my best angel betrayed me. Nonetheless, I'm going to trust my other angels. They might betray him. Like I said, like I said the other day, Michael the archangel could just betray God out of nowhere. Like, Michael, fuck you. Oh my God, he's got a fully on him. Terrible fucking news today in the church. Michael the archangel turned evil. Oh my God. Yeah, it's getting bad. Fucking, what's preventing them from turning? Is it so convenient that some of the angels never turn on him? Hell no. I don't believe this conveniently tailored story. It's too meticulously tailored together to fit convenience. Okay, we know that these, like the man said, he said, I was changing the subject. No, we were going over diversity of subjects because I addressed what he said 10 times already. The point is the man demonstrated he did never study Eastern reincarnation. What he said was a fucking Rugrats idea of reincarnation. What I would suggest, read the Vedas, read the Tibetan Book of the Dead known as the Bardo Thodol. These texts will explain consciousness and the nature of it. That's what I suggest. The other guy just came in here saying what he did. So we'll get to the next. Thank you for tapping the 60K up here. Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Listen, I want to say something. So, you say that you ask if they're angels. They are angels. But you say that they betray God. And God says, if you want to be with him, you can stay with him. If you don't want to, you don't stay with him. He doesn't make you stay with him. He says,
Okay.
choose a path, and that's what you do.
Does he send angels to hell?
No,
No, he doesn't.
doesn't.
Okay.
Yes,
Does he
he
send people?
doesn't.
Does he send people to hell? Okay.